Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for Star Wars The Bad Batch, Season 1, Episode 14, War-Mantle. War-Mantle. Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first, and we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. Basically, YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible. One of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up there just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below. Also, if you want to know when I'll be on live again next, hit the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule. I change it out every week when I remember to do it on Tuesday. It's usually when I do it. Also, I have all the links to my social media, so Twitter, Instagram, Patreon. And I have links to this YouTube channel page, my Facebook page, and a Facebook group page where you guys can post stuff and chat amongst yourselves. All right. With that said, spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. Yes. All right. We good? Okay. So finally, we go back to the main story somewhat, which is great because we only have 2 episodes left now. Yeah, the Rex calls the boys when they're in the middle of a mission, and I still don't understand how they are starving, and Sid hasn't paid them, considering that they got Sid her business back. And yeah, I mean, they've got the world's shittiest bargaining with her. I don't know. I mean, yeah. But anyway, Rex calls them when they're in the middle of a mission with Sid to go and pick up a friend of his who we know from Rebels, and we also know from the Clone Wars as well, Gregor. And Gregor is on this planet that has a bunch of stormtroopers on there, and they're hidden. They're hidden inside this almost like an evil volcano, if you will, an evil volcano lair. And really what this is War-Mantle. So War-Mantle is the code name that we've heard earlier this season and also in Rogue One. And we finally find out what the fuck War-Mantle is. War-Mantle is the training ground for the stormtroopers that are taking over the clone troopers. So these are the TK troopers, the rank and file, I guess you could say, of everyone across the galaxy who is joining up to join the Empire and become stormtroopers. And this is something that is going to play heavily, of course, within this series. And that's kind of what I thought they were going to do with the rest of the series to begin with. But no, they just kind of got into it in the tail end here. And yeah, we also go back to now I'm blanking on the water planet, Camino. There we go. And the Kaminoans and what's going on with them. And they are being shut down. And Vice Admiral Rampart is basically cleaning house and taking all the clone troopers out. And they're going to kill the Kaminoans essentially. And he even says to Lama Su, who of course is in charge of the Kaminoans there, that he doesn't need politicians, but he does need scientists. So he's taken Nala Se with him, and Lama Su is basically dead. So we see him leave with 2 stormtroopers go inside with Lama Su as the doors close on him, and we know he's pretty much dead. We didn't have to hear the laser blast to know that he's gone. And we know that there's actually still clone trooper kids out there because we just saw them. So this is at the tail end of Revenge of the Sith and, of course, the beginning of the Empire. So we still have some clone trooper kids out there. And, of course, they still need to be raised and taught and all that kind of stuff. So who knows what the hell Vice Admiral Rampart's got in store for all of them. And so they pick up Gregor, but not without leaving Hunter behind. So Hunter ends up taking Gregor's place in the cell. And who shows up but Crosshair? And Crosshair, Hunter's sitting in his cell there, and he's saying, I wonder when you were going to show up. and that's where we leave off on the episode. So, we moved a bit along here. Echo finally got found his voice instead of just echoing. Tech kind of dropped back a little bit more in the wayside there. Wrecker became a joke again in all of this. One of the interesting thing was the stormtrooper. We saw the new stormtrooper helmets too, the new stormtrooper armor, which of course brings us up to A New Hope, or close to it anyway. And the stormtrooper with the blue visor, I guess you could say, or the lit up visor, is actually an Easter egg from Republic Commandos. That's Scorch. Scorch is from Republic Commandos, the video game, and they even use the same voice for Scorch. The voice actor who did Scorch is in there. So that was kind of interesting too. We got a little bit of that going on. So yeah, some Easter eggs dropped in there. We know Gregor, of course, makes it to Rebels, so he's not going to die anytime soon in the series. So I'm fairly sure he's going to go with Rex and do whatever Rex is doing. We don't know what Rex is doing too. That's the other thing. Rex was in the middle of something, as he says, and he's in a cloak. And he's running around, but basically he says, "Yeah, you need to go pick up my friend. Here's the coordinates. Got to go by." And that's where they left off. And yeah, but this is a wash once repeat cycle of this. They get a mission in the middle of their mission, their other mission, and Hunter doesn't want to do it. Omega talks him into it. Shit ensues, of course, because it's a lot worse than whatever they thought it was going to be. And then, of course, yeah, shit happens and somebody's left behind. That's what happens. Yes, please start over. No, I am not starting over again. All right, for you, Marks, I will. So at the beginning of this episode, you know what to do to start over. You know exactly what to do. So yeah, I mean, a little too late on this one. Honestly, we needed this a bit sooner, like I don't know, around episode 5, maybe episode 6, something like that, and make that whole story about that. But yeah. And I'm still pissed off about the whole Sid thing, man. I mean, that they are not getting a better deal out of this, that they're not even just getting free food at this point from Sid is fucking stupid. It really is. I mean, Hunter, we already know, is horribly bad at negotiating for his guys, but come on. I mean, let Omega take a crack at it. She could actually do a little bit better than he can at negotiating their terms and agreement, terms and conditions of their agreement. So, with that said, and I can tell by the 2 people in the room, there's Raymond K. Hessel. That's about where I dropped off. I'm just here for support, is what. Yeah. I thanks, Raymond. I agree. I know there's a lot of people that have dropped this story already. And there's a reason why. It's not good. It's you know, uh, there was a way of making this a good story, and they just didn't do it. They decided to waste the goodwill of the first couple episodes and then do just these crap filler episodes for a while. I think what they need to do for season 2 is whittle this shit down to 10 episodes. And I think that would help them a lot, is to compact it down to 10 episodes. Then, of course, tighten up the storyline at that point with the 10 episodes. That could actually help quite a bit instead of 16. I think the extra 6 episodes just doesn't work for them. So, I mean, the other Disney Plus series are working fine with 10 episodes. They can actually do that. So it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, what else do I have going on the rest of this week? Well, tomorrow is going to be Saturday morning blast off, where I take the genre news of the weekend and genre stuff you guys want to talk about. We talk about it. Sunday is going to be spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, where basically anything goes. You guys can talk about anything that's been released. So, like War for Cybertron Kingdom just got released last night. I've already seen the first 3 episodes. I've got 3 more episodes to go, and then I'll be good. Yeah, Jungle Cruise. You guys want to talk about Jungle Cruise? We can talk about that. I'm not going to see it, but we can talk about it. Pretty much anything you guys want to talk about that's out now. Monday, I'm going to be off. Tuesday is going to be another episode of Is It Worth My Time? And I'm going to be talking about War for Cybertron, Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom, as I will be talking about that. Yeah. Wednesday, I'll be off. Thursday, I'll be off. And then Friday, we roll back around again to Star Wars The Bad Batch, the penultimate episode. Mark says The Rock and John Cena need a break from movies, a 20-year break preferably. I'm actually kind of interested to see John Cena's Peacemaker, what he's going to do with that in Suicide Squad. I honestly haven't seen him in any movies because the movies that he's in are really horrible, and I know this, so I've never seen them. Yeah. But that's just because it's John Cena. Yeah. The Rock, I've seen more than a few of his movies. So Mork says I've seen them, you don't lie. I know, man. I could tell from the trailer. You look at the trailer, you're like, yeah, it's a John Cena movie. I don't want to see that. That's gonna be dumb. But hey, if you're enjoying it out there, more power to you. I'm not judging you on any of that. I really am not. So you watch what you like is what I say on that one. And you like what you like. Sorry, I just I stepped on something down there and I think I might have cut my toe, which is kind of a weird thing. I don't know what that is. So Mork says Emily Blunt is gorgeous. Yes, she is. Raymond says I watched Jungle Cruise for Emily Blunt. Jesus, she's beautiful. Mork says I was actually watching the Adjustment Bureau the other day. Mm-hmm. Is that all about baseball players, Morks, and them adjusting their cups while they're on the mound or something like that? Is that? I know what it's about. Yeah. Joe Greer the Third says Big Dave has more range. Big Jim Slade. Kentucky Fried Movie. If you've never seen Kentucky Fried Movie, it's an old 1978. It's the Zucker brothers. It's like one of their first movies, I believe, and probably the second movie actually. And it's insane. Very, very insane. Yeah. And also completely politically incorrect. It would never be made in today's environment. No, never. It's like Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles would never, ever in a million years ever get made. Not now. And rightfully so, Mel Brooks. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go for the day. And the night, of course. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks, everybody who joined me today in the chat. And thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible. One of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up there just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. And if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, hit that bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media and my pages on there as well. Almost like I rehearse that, huh? I don't stand in the mirror and do it. Not anymore. It just got too weird. I kept making eye contact with myself and it just, kind of skeeved me out. Anyway, thanks, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow for Saturday morning blast off. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may have to go on a rescue mission because Rex is too lazy to go on it himself, and he doesn't give you any information because he's cloaked and I don't know, he's doing something else. Anyway, don't do it. Thanks, everyone. I will see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care, wear those masks, get those vaccine shots, and stay away from that Delta variant and the Lambda variant as well. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Take care. Be well. Stay safe. Have a good night, everyone. See ya.